Islam, peace and grand rising. Today is June 9th, 2023 on our Moorish moon calendar, 2024 on our ancient sun calendar, 2023 on our Christian calendar. Islam, peace and grand rising. To the sovereign, original, indigenous, natural, divine heirs, all rise and stand and remain standing into perpetuity, and according to the ancient Noahide laws, as stated by the Holy Congress. I am Angelic Yvette Dobbs Day, New York Mother, Justice, we New York, the sovereign living ancient Article 3, Moorish Al-Moroccan Universal Court Action. We are the sovereign living justices in Caprice Municipal Novo, in red ink, in propria persona sui juris, propria solo, and in propria heredis. We are capit et corpus juris legalis, which is our statement that we are the lawful and legal natural head and body of our own empire, and for, rather, our own empire. All Moors are the original indigenous sovereign ancient Al-Moroccan Moorish American ascendants of great pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. Our full faith and trust, our allegiance, our credit, our energy are hereby vested in ourselves. We are the people who are the original indigenous, natural, divine, ancient empire state for Morocco, and the de jure Moorish National Republic federal government. We are the ancient Washington District for Columbia, and the land for Nod, ancient New York. The Universal Moorish Al-Moroccan Consulate and Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court. Today and into perpetuity, we are exercising the law by our sovereign status, which is the original indigenous natural divine sovereign ancient Article 3 living United States, New York Republic Court. And we are the sovereign fiduciaries, original creditors, executors, trustees, ministers, possessors, and title beneficiaries for the cause of action and all causes for action nunc pro tunc. We are peace. We are one nation, one state, one empire, and one God. We hereby recognize ourselves and accept our sovereign ascension. We have issued a universal creditor affidavit for possession, liquidation, Chapter 11 and Chapter 7, rulings for reconstruction and lawful trusteeship, fiduciary over our own estates and all over land. All resources, both natural and national, all commerce, and all other property. We are one true nation, God nation. We are not at war, and we hereby exercise all external ascension, original sovereign rights at this time and at all points in time, nunc pro tunc. And for the record, this is where the document will have the link once it's done, and the Google Drive where all public records at New York are located. This is one of many, but the one pertaining to this case, this is where you can find all the other necessary documents. Islam. And so, this is the documentation for the rebuttal and the cause for action for today's court action. This is a evidential evidence, fact, and ruling for the fraudulent, fictitious, whatever you think they are. It's not. They tried to act against the sovereign on their own indigenous lands. And so with that stated, this is a 20-page document rebutting all fictitious claims, fraudulent claims, pointing out fraud and all unlawful acts. And as previously stated, this document will be on the Google Drive that I have previously showed you. Okay, go fast because, as stated, this document is on the record. This is just also creating another record for video purposes. Okay, and now this is the lien that has been done for the property, the financial lien, financing statement lien, the first lien, the only lien, because only living sovereigns can lien, taking back the lawful right. And so, as stated, this document is on the record under the Google Drive. And all documents are filed first in the de jure federal Moroccan government and the New York government, and then put on notice to all ipso jure subjects. This is the Chapter 11 and Chapter 7 findings and ruling, judgment ruling, lawful tender law, international document that is in alignment with the case number that has been received at the Inferior Eastern District Bankruptcy Court venue, but I rule there, so it is my court. That's that. This was put on the record for possession and to internationally vacate that part. Again, all documents are found on the drive. And so here, writ in the natural discovery and disclosure, notice of treason, trespassing, violation of human rights, denationalization, deprivation of rights. Okay, this is on the public record as well. Domain again. Again for the vacation, sovereign land, and all municipal court buildings, tunk. This is a land title, a rodeo land title for the property, and the species, the only natural created species that is lawful tender. Again, Chapter 11, court and creditor, international document has been received at my lower grade court where I rule, stating original jurisdiction, that is the Supreme Court shall be ancient Article 3 Moors Alvarado courts. And this is the findings and judgment, Chapter 11, ruling. And so, for the record, these documents are found as exhibits that has already been placed and given notice. Judgment ruling. As we, the New York, the living people, the indigenous Moors at New York, are the bank and courts, and we are the state, for the record, that the debtors, assumed fraud creditor, corporation, that all debt, incited taxes, warrants, claims are void ab initio, and all properties to be handed over to the living state, heirs, people, Moors, non-protonc. Whereas for this case, the property at 302 West 114th Street, the New York people hereby command Jelly Red Dobbs and the living people, and Nathaniel Cherry, the living people, to immediately receive all ancillaries to the property that and the original ancient deed that was acting and assuming ownership in any capacity. All fraudulent parties associated with the enactment, act of fraud in all manners by all parties involved, excluding no one, person, corporation, is hereby responsible for their actions, known or unknown. The list of all parties has been and will be forthcoming and posted on the public record hard drive with expected dates and times for property to be handed over. And with that stated, there will be one soon. If any such hesitation is to arise, refer to Title 9, United States Law, subsection 13, and Title 18, United States Law, subsection 242, as previously stated, pro law as law, for it is the law. And again, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous facts unless on a presentment or indictment by a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of peace or public safety, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be with a witness against himself, or be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, nor shall public property be taken for private use without just compensation to the public. The takings clause, restated, the living people stated it, the living Congress has stated it. And so with that stated, the previous document that has been rebutted, this one here, this is the fraud and has been stated, and the takings clause is in full effect. And for that matter, it is given hereby this court that the property, the land, the building, and all ancillaries that is attached to the corporate fictions, plural, is hereby awarded to Nathaniel Cherry and Angelica Yvette Dobbs, for we are the state. I, who is before you, is the mother for New York. And Nathaniel Cherry is the son for New York. And we hereby work on behalf for the people at New York, for this is public works. And so, Again, this and all information, all records, all land titles, all allodial land deeds. New York is on the land documentation affidavits, all bond receipts, any and all information pertaining to New York that is governed by the Moors can be found at various locations on the public platforms and also here at the Google Drive. And this document will be handed in real life to the persons, ipso jures, subjects, as well as Postmaster General through the post. Islam, peace and grand rising to the sovereign, ancient, divine, natural, divine, heirs for all earth. I am Angelica Yvette Day, and everything stated stands. Islam, peace and grand rising.